Hello friends, today we are going to see how to check whether a number is perfect or not. First of all, we shall see what is a perfect number. Now let's consider example 6. Now find out the divisors of a number 6. As we know, divisors of 6 are 1, 2 and 3. Now take addition of these divisors 1 plus 2 plus 3 and the addition is 6. Now see friends, the addition of divisors of a number, if that addition is equal to the number, then that number is called as a perfect number. That means in this case 6 is a perfect number because the addition of divisors of 6 is equal to the number itself. Now we shall see one more example, 14. Now find out the divisors. Divisors are 1, 2, 7, and if we take addition of these three numbers, then the addition is 10. That means 14 is not a perfect number. Now we shall see one more example. Consider a number 28. Now divisors of 28 are 1, 2, 4, 7 and 14, and if we take addition of these numbers, it is 3 plus 4 plus 7 plus 14 and is equal to 7 plus 7 plus 14 and it is 28. That means again we see the addition of divisors of 28 is equal to 28. That means it is equal to the number. That means again 28 is a perfect number. Now we shall see a logic to find out whether a number is perfect or not. First of all, we shall see how to find out the divisors of a number. Consider a number 6. Okay. Now as we know that the maximum divisor of a number is half of that number. That means in this case the maximum divisor that we can find is 3 for any number. For 50 you can say the maximum divisor is 25. Now to find out a divisor of a number, we shall have a very simple logic. We shall consider a variable I and we shall start this variable from 1. As we know, 1 is a divisor of any integer, but still we shall consider 1 in this case, and now we shall divide a number by I. Okay, and if the division is successful, that means if a modulus of that division is 0, that means I is a divisor of number. And how can we do that? We can find out the remainder by dividing a number with I, and if the remainder is 0, that means that I is a divisor of number. This is a simple logic to find out the divisor, and the maximum limit to find out a divisor is the half of that number, and same logic we shall see here. Now we shall see how can we apply this logic in a code. Suppose a number, we have considered number as 6, and one more variable we need to use is I and one more variable to calculate the sum, that is sum. And here what we'll do, we know that the maximum divisor of a number can be half of that number. So we shall iterate I from 1 to the half of that number. So here what we'll do, we'll have a for loop. We shall start I's iteration from 1 and the limit here is I is less than equal to number divided by 2. That means half of that number. We shall increment I by 1. So here we shall write I plus plus. And for every iteration what we'll do, we'll calculate the remainder of number divided by I. So here we shall write if number mod I is 0. If this condition is true, that means I is a divisor of number. So in that case, we shall add I in a sum variable. Initially, we shall initialize sum to the 0 because a garbage value. Right here, we shall write sum is equal to sum plus I. In this way, we shall find out the divisors and we shall add these divisors in a sum. This for loop will end here, and finally after this for loop, what we'll do, we shall simply compare the original number with the sum, and if that sum and number are equal, that means that number is a perfect number. So here we shall write if number is equal to sum, that means that number is perfect number, and we shall write a printf statement over here. Now friends, we shall directly switch to Turbo C application and we'll code for this program. Okay friends, now we have started Turbo C application. Create a new file, include standard library functions, stdio.h and conio.h. Here goes a main function, here variable declaration, and we shall need a number for input, sum to calculate the sum, and I for iterations. Here clear screen statement, and here a printf to print a message to the user, enter a number. Here goes a scanf statement, %d ampersand number. Now we have our input. Now what we'll do, we'll use a for loop to iterate I. We shall start I with the value 1 starting number, and as we know, maximum divisor of any number can be half of that number. So our limit to find out the divisors is the half of that number. So here we shall write I is less than equal to number divided by 2 and I plus plus. We shall iterate I by value 1, and here we shall check whether I's current value is a divisor of number or not. For that we shall write if number mod I, that means divide number by I and check the modulus of that division. Number mod I is equal to 0, and this signifies that if the remainder value is 0, that means I is a divisor of number, and if we found the divisor of a number, what we'll do, we'll simply add that number in a sum value. So here we shall write sum is equal to sum plus I, but as we know, we have declared sum but we have not initialized, that means sum has a garbage value, and in the first iteration the garbage value will be used. So here we don't want that, so here we shall simply initialize to the 0 value, and for the first iteration sum is 0, 0 plus divisor I, okay, will be performed. And here finally we shall check if the sum, the calculated sum is equal to the original number. If this case is true, that means a number is a perfect number. So here we will simply write a message given number is a perfect number, and in else part we shall write a message given number is not a perfect number. That's all. Here we shall write getch. Save this program and we shall save it like this, perfect.c, right? So first of all we shall check, run it, and will give input as 6. So the message is given number is a perfect number. Now we shall check for the 14. Given number is not a perfect number. Now we shall see for 28 again. For 28, given number is a perfect number. We shall trace this program for the input 6. So consider a number is 6, and here what will happen, some value would be 0, and for the first iteration I will be initialized to 1. Now here we shall check 6 mod 1, is it 0? Yes, it is. That means that I 1 would be added to the sum, and sum is 0. So in this case the first value of sum now is 1, and again I plus plus will be performed, and I would be 2 now. Again we shall check 2 is less than equal to number divided by 2. What is number? It is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. That means 2 is less than equal to 3. Yes, it is. Condition is true. That means again we shall perform this if, and here 6 mod 2, is it 0? Yes, it is. That means 2 is a divisor of a number. So again we shall add that 2 in a sum. The sum current value is 1. 1 plus 2. Now the updated value of sum would be 3, and again I plus plus will be performed. I will be 3 now. Again we shall check 3 is less than equal to number which is 6 divided by 2. That means 3 is less than equal to 3. Yes, it is. Condition is true. So again this if will be performed. Again we shall check 6 mod 3, is it 0? Yes, it is. That means I is a divisor, 3 is a divisor of 6. Yes, it is. So again sum plus I will be performed. Sum current value is 3, right, and 3 plus current value of I is 3. So latest value or the updated value of sum would be 6 now. Again I plus plus will be performed. I's current value would be 4 now, and again we shall check 4 is less than equal to 6 divided by 2, that is 3. 4 is not less than or equal to 3. That means this statement or this condition is false, and this for will break here, and current value of sum is 6 and the number is 6. That we shall check here. If the sum and the number are equal, 6 is equal to 6. Yes, it is. So this message will be executed. Given number is a perfect number. Right friends? So that's all for this video friends. Hope you like this video, and to watch more videos like this, kindly subscribe the channel, like this video and share it with your friends. Thank you friends.